Hello everybody and what is up? This is a Resident Evil 2 speedrun. The scenario I am playing is Leon A, and this is the PC version of the game. I had this run done in 52 minutes and 31 seconds. So immediately you notice that this is the Japanese version of the game. Why am I playing the Japanese version of the game? The Japanese version is significantly faster than the American version.
I thought you were one of them.
It has a couple of differences.
Going on in this town?
Hold on.
Better zombie placements, and some bosses have less health than the other ones. And the final boss in the game is better in the Japanese version. More consistent in speedruns. So this is the basketball court dodge. For Leon A it's quite difficult due to the fact that his hitbox is larger than Claire's. What I just did was shoot that zombie until he falls onto the ground and sneak past. And that does not happen often, so if you do get hit, then you might as well reset there. And the main reason why I'm playing the Japanese version is because the text is faster than the English text. So this is the bus. The bus is quite simple, just shoot that female zombie there, and for that guy just shoot him once and he should lean back, and when he leans back you can touch him, but you won't actually get hit. Sometimes you get unlucky and you have to shoot him twice or maybe 3 times for him to lean back. So that was a pretty decent street sequence, and now it's time for the police station. You'll notice when I pick up the items, such as the valve handle and all the keys and whatnot, it will say in Japanese, would you like to pick up this item? Yes or no? And seeing that part of the text scroll is much faster in the Japanese version. When you play the American version you have to wait for the whole text to scroll, and it takes much longer than the Japanese version. So that's the main reason why the Japanese version of the game is being played.
There was this incident involving zombies in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything. They risked their lives to reveal the truth.
So you can't skip this cutscene, unfortunately. For the PC versions, you do have to watch the cutscenes.
All this started to happen.
So while we're here, I might as well explain about quick shooting. In this run, I'll be doing a lot of quick shooting. And what that is where you shoot a zombie or a boss faster than the game allows you. It is done by holding down the action button and tapping the aim button. So you're telling the game you want to aim and then you don't want to aim really quickly, and then that sort of breaks the time limit on the fire rate on the guns, keeps resetting it, and then you can shoot guns faster than you're actually allowed to. And the reason why this run is underneath 1 hour, usually Resident Evil 2 speedruns are 1 hour 10 minutes. On the PC version you can skip door, ladder animations, and so you press it now after you see the door handle move. That's the best time to skip the door animations. The timer does take into consideration of the door animations, so it's best to skip them as soon as possible to get the best possible time. So I went in this room first. You don't have to, but I decided to just be different to all the other runners. I decided to get the red jewel earlier, but you don't have to. You can get that when you are on your way back, but I decided to get it now. For that bit there, it's really easy. Just hold up left until you're at a 90-degree angle to where you started, and the zombies will never ever get you. So push that thing twice, and then push it all the way to the end. But we're only doing one of them now. We don't have to do both of them. It's actually faster to do one now, and then come back to it later, and finish the puzzle. So this is the only file we need to actually pick up in the game, this one here. Because underneath it is the unicorn medal. We won't be picking up any other files. There are files in the cutscenes which we have to... Well, the game wants us to read it, but for the sake of speedruns, all we have to do is just pretend that we read it. So just smash the button and skip the file reading.
There's no reason for us to stay any longer than necessary. Let's split up, look for any survivors, and get at it.
So now we got the unicorn medal, and we are going to put it all the way back to where we came from.
Here's a radio. Take it. That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
So I haven't got grabbed by any zombies, which is good. I am full health. I like to stay full health for as long as possible, but for Leon A runs it's quite difficult. So push the statue about 3 times and then 9 times down. It can be quite difficult to get this bit right because it's hard to tell if it's perfectly lined up. So that red jewel will drop down, but we might as well get it later, not now. It is faster. Coming up is a little trick I like to do to dodge this zombie. I like to aim, hold the aim now, and then run straight forward. And what that does is, when you aim, it faces the zombie in a perfect angle, and if you just hold up, you will touch the zombie, but the zombie shouldn't grab Leon. To dodge that licker, all you have to do is just take that left side, and he shouldn't get you. Never happened before. That was a bit of a bad menuing by me. You will see in the speedrun that I do menuing, which basically means to select items from the inventory as fast as possible. So now we have to face this licker again, and to dodge him, what I like to do is mash the sprint button so that you slow down a little bit, and then by doing so makes the licker not able to get you. So get the crank, we only need it once. And don't worry about the licker. When you exit the room he'll be on the ceiling, so it's all good. So now we have to repeat that dodge strat. Really easy. Hold up left, like that, wait till you're 90 degrees. The zombie will lunge at you sometimes, but then, like I said, he will never get you. And while we're here, we are going to pick up the red jewel. So coming up is a risky speedrun strat, which runners usually go for, but I decided to play it super safe. Normally you can just run past that zombie there, but I decided to wait for him to walk a few steps forward. If you just run and try to dodge him, then you're sort of depending on luck factors, because he might be able to just lunge and get you. And I really didn't want to waste my health on, you know, a 2-second time save. So right now we're going to pick up one of the plugs. This puzzle is really easy for speedrun. It's always these two shelves. Okay, so here's an example of why I am playing the Japanese version. So this zombie coming up right here is just facing away from me and really easy to dodge. In the American version, there are two zombies and they're right in your way. So in the American version, you have to kill those zombies, not only wasting time, but also wasting ammo. Okay, so now it's time to get the valve handle. Really easy. In the speedrun though, the female zombies are always a problem in the speedruns. It's quite a coincidence. The speedrunning community calls them Misty, the female zombies, because they look like Misty from Pokemon. And the Misties can kill your run. Like, for instance, this Misty right here can sometimes get you, and when that's the case, it gets really annoying. That was pretty fast menuing to the valve handle. So inventory management in Leon A. It is very, very simple. We don't need to use the item box in Leon A runs, but I decided to do so because I wanted to make space for me to be able to hold first aid sprays, so I can get my health back if I needed to. So now that we have both two jewels, we're going to put them on the statue things. It's pretty easy here. All you have to do is... the menuing is very easy. Just you can tell where the red jewels are before even going on the menu. I made a mistake there. I accidentally selected on the crank. Wasn't meant to happen. You can access the king plug as soon as you put down the second jewel. So on your way back, that zombie there, go near him and in the last second swerve away. He will lunge, but he shouldn't get you. Once again, no worries for that zombie there. He'll just lunge at you like an idiot, and he will never get you. So this part of the run is quite risky. We're going to do a very, very lethal dodge. But once again, we need to take care of this liquor. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to dodge this liquor. I messed up the strat. So he did swipe at me, and that means I lost a little bit of health. But it's fine. Okay, so this dodge right here, after this one, right here is a very difficult dodge. We need to wait for that zombie at the very front to walk a few steps, and then run past all the other zombies. But unfortunately, when I was trying to unlock the door, the final zombie got me, which is a very, very big shame. So I grabbed the safety herb right there, and now I am full health again. For the Marvin dodge, it's really simple. Just move back, and then run for the key, and then you can just rotate your body and come back to where you came from. But you can get unlucky, and if you do, Marvin will walk faster. In here he walked really slow. If he does walk fast, then you will have to walk around him and that can be quite risky because of Leon's large hitbox. So I was fortunate that I got good Marvin luck. In Leon A, there aren't much dog dodges we need to do. This is the first one. It's really, really easy. Just hug that wall there, and then that dog will jump at you, but he will never get you. There's another dog dodge coming up, and that's when we control Ada and get the club key. But once again, that's really easy, and if you do get hit by one of those dogs, then you won't really waste that much time.
Sorry about that. When I saw the uniform, I thought you were another zombie.
Who are you?
Ada Wong.
And what are you doing here?
I'm looking for some guy named Ben. He's one of those reporter types, always looking for a scoop. I heard he was locked up in the cell block, only there's a wrecked car barring the entrance. I've been trying to find another way inside. If we work together, we can move this thing. Give me a hand here, will you?
So you might be thinking, well, since it's a speedrun, I did not bother to pick up any ammo whatsoever, and all I have right now is a crappy handgun. For the Leon A strat, we're going to use the gun, the Magnum pistol, for all the bosses, apart from one,
Let me guess.
which is the
You must
crocodile in the
bet,
sewer.
Right? Get up now.
And the Leon A speedrun strat is set out so nicely because it's very consistent, and you'll always get the Magnum no matter what, no RNG involved. You'll always get the same amount of ammo for every run, so very, very consistent and easy to follow.
And who the heck are you?
I'm trying to find my boyfriend. His name's John. He was working for a branch office of Umbrella, based in Chicago, but he suddenly disappeared 6 months ago. I heard a rumor that he's here in the city.
I don't know anything. And even if I did, why would I want to tell you?
Okay, I say we leave him in there. Does anyone know where they put the key to this cell?
I have it right here, officer. But I'm not about to leave this cell. Those zombies aren't the only things crawling around out there.
What was that?
Like I said, I'm not leaving this cell. Get out of here before you lead it right to me.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm the only cop left alive in this building.
What?
Look, if you want to live, then you're gonna have to leave with me.
But do you even know how to get out of the city? There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't be easy.
All right, I'm going.
So this is the manhole opener. We have just enough space for the speedrun strat. It's placed in the slot 8 in the inventory. And we only need to keep it in the inventory for about 20 seconds because we're gonna get rid of it right now. Or even less than 20 seconds. So coming up now can be a run killer if you're really unlucky. There are two spiders here. This spider right here can sometimes be cheeky and poison you. And if he does, then you have to get the blue herb to cure your poison. To cure you from poisoning, and you might as well just reset the run because it takes up too much time for Leon A speedruns. So since we had the 2 plugs in our inventory and we're hogging up quite
I'm with the
a lot of space in the inventory, we might as well use them and come back for the 2 plugs later on.
You think we can get upstairs through this shaft?
So this is the only part we play as Ada in Leon A. It's really easy for speedrunning. Nothing really to worry about in the Ada part of the run. So for some reason, Capcom decided to make Ada's running speed really fast. It's faster than Leon's. It's quite fun to play as Ada because you can run really fast in the run. So this is the water puzzle, really easy. You just push that one 7 times. And then on your way back, climb over this one, do not push it. And then that's it, a really easy water puzzle. If you push the one of the blocks not far enough, then it is a run killer because you have to wait for the water to go up, realizing that you pushed it not far enough, and then you have to press on the thing again, push the water down, and then go all the way down and fix it, and then climb all the way back up. So if that happens, you might as well reset the run. I somehow got hit by that dog there, but it really does not matter one bit.
Leon, can you hear me?
Ada, did you find anything?
Right here. Hey, I can't reach the ventilation hole. I'm going to have to find another way around. I'll catch up with you later.
What? Ada, wait!
Okay, so now we have to backtrack all the way back and past this cheeky spider again. Luckily he didn't poison us. For this bit, hold right so that you're hugging the wall, and then that spider will go through Leon's body, but he won't actually injure you. That bit's very consistent, and he will never ever hit Leon. So coming up is another risky liquor dodge, but I failed it. I have no idea what went through my head when I was playing this. I just ran into it like that, yeah, which was very daft of me. So that key Ada gave us lets us open a few doors, but we're not going to open all the doors that the key lets us open. We picked up the Magnum here. It's going to be our, as I said, the main weapon in the speedrun. So the fact that we don't use all the doors, unlock all the doors, the key will still be in the inventory throughout the entire duration of the speedrun. You can do a very risky dodge here, but I decided not to go for it because if you fail it, then it is a run killer. This bit is called the red hallway. It's very difficult. These zombie dodges are really difficult to pull off. I picked up the first aid spray for safety, but luckily I didn't need it. If you pick up the first aid spray here, then you must also use it here, because, well, I did get hit there, so the first aid spray was actually of value because it did restore health. You must use it here because you need to make space for the one more space for the inventory, because we're gonna get the cogwheel. And if you keep the first aid spray there, then you won't be able to carry the cogwheel. So returning from the red hallway is actually really easy, in my opinion, better than before. That zombie there will always lean to one side of the corridor, so it's really easy to dodge that bit. Take the outside bit of that bit in the corridor. The zombies will never get you. So when we climb up this ladder, there's a licker waiting for us, and sometimes he can swipe as soon as you climb up the ladder. If that happens, then you will get hit, and that is a very, very unlucky moment for you. Zombies breaking through the window do not matter in Leon A scenario, but it does have an effect in the other scenarios, such as Leon B. So this is what the crank is used for. Once we use it, it disappears from the inventory, which is good. Menuing to the cogwheel also involves equipping the magnum pistol, because we're going to use it for the boss fight coming up. In that cell there, you can grab herbs in case you need them. Right there, you can see there's a herb there.
I almost got the story. Ben.
So we have the magnum pistol, but only 8 bullets in the magnum.
Co-conspirator.
No extra magnum ammo was carried because we need the inventory space.
Him pay. Hang in there, Ben. Oh, my chest. It's burning. What's wrong? Ah!
Good God, what was that?
So right now I am mashing the action button so that we can read that file as soon as possible.
To the chemical
And
plant. I have a
after
feeling
that
that's where
one,
I'll
there are
find
no
John.
more files we need to examine.
Hey!
Do you read me, Claire? We now have access to the back of the parking lot.
Got it.
I'm getting out of here and heading to the sewer. Can you meet me there?
I'm on my way.
Okay, so once again into this part of the run, past these 2 cheeky spiders. You just gotta hope that one here doesn't spray any poison at you, and luckily he didn't. For this bit, just hold up on the controller and Leon will run directly in the cutscene. So this is the first boss in Resident Evil 2 Leon A speedrun. It's quite easy, but what makes it difficult is the little cockroach things that come out of his body. So we have 8 bullets in the Magnum. All we have to do is shoot 6 times, so that we have 2 Magnum bullets remaining. I'm trying to do quick shotting here, so it is quite difficult. And unfortunately I did get unlucky. The stupid cockroach things did get in my way, and so did the boss. His hitbox is really big, so if you kill him in that area, sometimes he can block your way, which is quite annoying because whilst you're trying to get past him, the cockroach things will climb onto your body. However, it doesn't matter too much if you get hit a lot in that boss fight, because the game gives Leon a full heal, which is really nice.
I was there, Leon. I know.
So right now I am not 100% health, but it doesn't matter because the game will give me a full heal later on.
All right. We'll do this your way for now. Leon, that woman was... I have to talk to her.
So this part of the Ada bit is really easy once again. There's a trick we do here, which is to... Ada is carrying her handgun right now, and we are going to unequip the handgun. And by doing so it makes it faster, because in the cutscene, when she has a fight with Annette Birkin, she picks up her handgun from the floor, but because we don't have any handgun equipped, then she has nothing to pick up, making the cutscene a few seconds shorter.
Ada?
I think it saves around 5 seconds.
I've heard that name before. Now I remember. One of the men from Chicago who came to assist the T-virus research used his girlfriend's name as his password. Ada and John, I believe. How did you know? Who are you? Annette Birkin. My husband is the man responsible for the creation of the T-virus. William Birkin. What? John's dead. He became one of those zombies. My condolences. And although I regret this, you will be joining him shortly. I won't let anyone take the G-virus away from me. G-virus? It's capable of creating the ultimate bioweapon. Its potential is even greater than that of the T-virus. Then that must mean the creature in the police department is... precisely my husband, William. And it's all Umbrella's fault. None of this would have happened if they hadn't tried to steal his research away from him. So those rats were the carriers of the virus. As a result of his virus-induced transmutation, William should have lost any prior memories he had as a human by now. Even worse, every G-virus bioweapon, including William, has the ability to implant embryos into other creatures. And create offspring. No.
So right here, if I had the handgun equipped, then she would walk a bit and pick it up, but we don't have to watch that bit in the cutscene, so it saves us a few seconds, which is good.
Ada?
For this bit we need to be careful because to get the wolf medal, I think it's called, yeah, the wolf medal, right next to it are some shotgun shells, and if you go too much to the left then you will pick up that instead of the wolf medal, and we don't need any shotgun ammo, so that will be a waste of time. So we haven't used the item box at all, so we still have the valve handle, and we still need it here. This is the last time we'll use the valve handle. So those herbs right here, you can see herbs right there, they're absolutely useless, because the game will give us a full heal. Before I use the valve handle, I'm going to equip the handgun. And the reason for that is because this boss fight coming up only requires one shot for the boss to be defeated. And you might as well use that shot from your crappy handgun. You don't want to waste a precious magnum bullet for that shot. So we have to walk back and release this canister, and then the crocodile puts it in his mouth, and then you shoot the canister in his mouth and then it will explode, and then the crocodile dies. So there's no reason to use the magnum here. Magnum shots are extremely precious in Leon A runs. So this is where our health goes to around 60%, or about 70% to 100 in this during this cutscene right here. So now we have 100% health, and the game gave us all our health back.
Don't mention it.
Which is really, really nice.
I just found out. John's dead.
What?
Never mind. Let's just get out of here. The sooner the better.
Ada will get stuck there, and you can get unlucky, because on your way back you might clash into her, wasting maximum maybe half a second. But luckily that did not happen. We're going to use the valve handle here because it's faster to get through this bit than it is to walk all the way back to where we fought the crocodile and all the way back after that. These zombies here will never grab you with their arms. They always vomit instead. So they're much easier to dodge. And when you're putting the wolf medal and the eagle medal, you can get unlucky that one of the spiders will poison you. But usually that does not happen. It's like 1 out of 80 chance that you'll get poisoned there. So we still have the handgun equipped and not the magnum. And during this bit right here, when the arm comes down from the ceiling, Ada will shoot with her handgun, and we are going to shoot with our handgun here. So shooting this with your handgun, as soon as you shoot it, the arm will go up, and if you don't shoot that thing at all, then you will waste a lot of time, because you're only relying on Ada to shoot the arm. So just as soon as it comes down from the ceiling, shoot it as soon as possible, and then this cutscene here will play. And now from this point on, the handgun is no longer needed. But I decided to use it because we have a few bullets left, and just like how we shot that zombie in the bus, where you shoot him once and then he will limp and then lean backwards, you want that to happen to this zombie right here. But it took 3 shots, and on the 3rd shot it was still too risky to run past him, so I decided to shoot him a 4th time and make him fall to the ground. This bit here I actually ran out of ammo, and I didn't know that. I thought I had 1 shot left, which was a shame because that zombie actually grabbed me and I lost some health. So this for that bit there, you don't want to pick up the shotgun ammo. Instead, you want to pick up the magnum bullets because we need it for the next boss fight coming up. So we only have 2 shots in the magnum, so we need to combine the magnum with the magnum bullets and then put the key in that thing really quickly, just like that. And you also need to equip the magnum after.
Ada! Can you hear me? Come on, snap out of it!
So for this boss fight I did absolutely terrible. I got hit a few times and it was really slow. This boss fight here can be very difficult in the speedrun, and if you get hit too many times then you might as well reset your run. What I like to do is run away from him, and then at that very spot, try to quick shoot him, but unfortunately I failed the last few shots. And the best thing to do is make him come near you, and then in the last possible second run away so that he swipes and then he hits nothing. And then for this bit, just shoot him one more time and then he will fall down. But you have to be careful about your timing here, because during the time where he decides to walk slow, he has iframes, meaning if you shoot him it will do no damage. You have to wait for the iframes to be finished and then shoot him with that magnum bullet.
Don't die on me, Ada.
If you shoot him while the iframes aren't active, then you waste a magnum bullet, which is not good. It's best to have full health for the lab moments in the speedrun. I lost quite a bit of health on that boss fight, so I'm not full health, which is why I decided to play really safe.
Take it easy. We're inside Umbrella's secret lab. I'll go find something to treat that wound, so just rest here in the meantime.
But I'll only slow you down with these injuries. Go. Save yourself.
I told you, it's my job to look after you.
But you'll be in danger if you stay with me. I know I've only known you for a short period of time, but I really enjoy being with you. I know I'm not capable of caring about anyone, but I don't want to lose you.
We're leaving this place together. Wait here for me. I'll be right back.
So I wanted to make some space for as many health items as possible, so I put my handgun there, knife there, and even the valve handle there. So for this part of the run, I like to be at full health at all times, because this is very risky. It's very risky to enter the final fight with very little health. So now I have 2 first aid sprays, which is really good. Because coming up in the lab are what called super lickers, and super lickers do more damage than regular lickers, and they are a little bit bigger as well. And there's 3 of them in a very, very narrow space. So I decided to pick up this first aid spray, and in case I got unlucky with the lickers, then I can use them and get all my health back. Getting hit by these super lickers are very, very, very bad in the speedruns. Because if you get hit once, then sometimes you can keep getting hit, and your character Leon will get stuck in between the lickers. So it's the first time we see these plants, really easy. You can just walk past them like that. So here we go, the super lickers. What I like to do is mash the sprint button like that, and then I was really lucky that none of them were able to get me. One did try to jump and try to get me, but luckily I was far enough and able to dodge him. Mashing the sprint button makes it so that I go slower than normal, and if you just run at full speed, then that licker at the end will always get you. So I decided to change my speed pattern a little bit. For this zombie, you just hold left, and then even though that zombie is really close to you, you will still be able to get past him without getting hit. On your way back, he will get in your way, but make sure you hug that bit of the wall so that he won't get you. If you do that bit too slow, then that zombie will be able to get you on your way back, because he's constantly locked onto Leon's position. So it's best to, as soon as possible, get the lab card key and then exit. So returning back from the 3 super lickers is very difficult. And unfortunately I did get swiped a few times. But it's a good thing I played super safe, because I've got the first aid sprays to get all my health back. So right now I am in caution mode. And if you're in caution mode for like over a minute, then you might as well reset the run, because being in caution mode decreases your running speed by quite a lot. For that bit there, when he sprays the poison, you have to be careful that it doesn't get you. If it gets you, then you might as well reset the run. So for this bit, what I like to do is hold down aim and shoot now, and right there I just headshotted a zombie. I even picked up a 3rd first aid spray. So what could go wrong, right? Because I have 3, I decided to get hit on purpose. So that's called damage boosting, where you get hit on purpose and just make the zombies fall. Well, I got hit by 1 zombie, so that zombie fell on the floor, allowing me to have enough space to pick up the Mo disc.
Virus, didn't you? Take it from me. This is my husband's legacy. Now, Where's that spy you were working with earlier? You know who I'm talking about.
What?
You really don't know anything, do you? You're so gullible. She's one of the operatives sent here by the agency. The only reason why she came here is to obtain the G-Virus.
That's a lie.
No, it's the truth. I discovered this when I did a background check on her. She specifically got close to John and became his girlfriend to get information about Umbrella.
That can't be. I know her. Ada wouldn't do something like that.
If you don't want to believe it, I don't really care. You're about to die anyway. What happened?
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
Leon. I've been waiting for you, Leon.
What are you doing?
You know what this is about. So just hand over the G-Virus.
I don't believe this. Annette was right. About everything.
That's why I told you to leave without me, but you wouldn't listen. Now hand it over. Don't make me shoot you.
You can't do that.
Oh,
Ada! Ada! I've got you. Don't give up.
G-Virus. Leon. It's over. Just let me go.
Shut up. You're gonna make it.
It's too late, Leon. We both know it.
No! I promised you that we would escape. You just have to help me out here.
I really wanted to escape with you, Leon. Escape from everything. Goodbye.
Ada! So, this is what everyone's been dying for.
Okay, scariest part of the run, right here. On our way to the final boss. For this bit, run behind that plant and never in front of him. So what you should do here, as soon as you open this door, hold down aim and the action button so that you shoot. Right there. And then shoot again. So we just killed 2 zombies. Don't have to dodge them. I walked around that one. I ran behind him for some reason. It still worked. And while we're here, we might as well reload the Magnum so that we have it full to the brim. Okay, so the final boss can go 2 ways. Either the really easy way, or if you get unlucky, the really difficult way. And that's what the 2 first aid sprays I have, that's what they are there for. Okay, so this is how it's done. See on the floor where it says platform elevator? We need to stand on the P, on the capital P, and then move back a little bit, and then quick shoot at this thing 4 times. And doing so makes him transform. Now, this is the scary bit. We need to make sure that he jumps. And if he jumps, then it's in the bag. If he doesn't jump, not only it's slower, but it's also really risky and we could die. But luckily, he decided to jump, which is really, really good. I had those 2 first aid sprays ready in case he did not jump. And if he jumps, all he does is stands on top of that thing like an idiot, and then you can just shoot him again and again. And it's faster, he will never get you, and then that's it. Really, really easy boss fight. But if he doesn't jump on that thing, then he will charge at you like a wild animal, and he will hit you, and you will lose a lot of health, and that's why I have those 2 first aid sprays. But luckily we did not need to use them. And then that's it. Leon A done in 52 minutes and 31 seconds. I hope you enjoyed the commentary and the speedrun. Please leave a comment and let me know what you thought of it.